Everyone, welcome to my first video for Module 1. Welcome, social justice friends. I've been thinking that joke for a while since thinking of making this video. Anyway, start off with better understanding a little bit more about who I am, and talking a little bit about some of my top identities that I've ranked or identified. Topmost being educated, view myself as well educated. Both my gender and sex assignment view myself as male. Come from a socioeconomic status of middle class, and also my sexual orientation is gay. Those I think are probably some of the most core to me and who I am and how I identify. I mean, as we all know, I think the other ones are very important. Um, they just kind of happen to fall a little bit lower in the chain of commands. But anyway, that's a little bit more about me. I guess I'll start off with talking now about my idea of social justice and what I think it means. I think really quickly and briefly, I see social justice as equality for all groups. And ensuring that all groups have equal access and ability to any one particular set. I thought it was really interesting. One of the points that one of the videos was making about really better understanding what social justice is and what social justice means. And kind of a point that I pulled out from it that I thought was really interesting was it's really not about the means to the end as it is really the end, what the ultimate goal is, because based on any specific circumstance and situation, all of these different factors come into place and how we have to be sensitive to certain groups in order to achieve that. There's not one perfect right answer that's going to work. There's many people may argue there may be not even an answer at all. But we really have to work to better understand how we can be supportive of all groups and achieving kind of the end means. Um, One of the things that I thought was kind of interesting to bring up the perspective is comparing social justice to things like diversity, inclusion, and multiculturalism. And I think that as the reading put it, and especially kind of at the beginning, welcoming off is really understanding the difference between the social diversity and social justice, and some of the distinctions there. The talking about really the social diversity is those differences between, but it's not still in reference to the equality. And I think especially the diversity is just trying to pay more attention or recognize and represent the different groups that are in there. When we're talking about race, gender, sexuality, class, etc., those traditions and whatever those differences that we've identified in society as the norm for that particular group within the all society. Inclusion, I think, relates and gets a little closer towards social justice, but does not really mention about again equal access and equality there. And multiculturalism, I think, is again closely related to diversity, and appreciating that there's not one particular culture that we are a part of. We may put ourselves in some specific categories, but I don't think we really are stuck in one particular thing and really focus on that. Some of the other interesting points that the reading mentions, and again, and better understanding social justice and how we do that is the recognition of the challenges that certain groups really have faced within their time, the privileges that some groups have versus others, and how we have to better understand and overcome those issues and challenges there. So a lot of really interesting stuff to start on and move forward with. Look forward to more discussions and conversations about how social justice and diversity and all that plays a very important part in higher education, but not only there in life. Thanks for listening. I look forward to your responses.